Welcome back, Officers Republic. Of course, Honorable Police Chief APGAINS here. Subscribe, like for Ballsack Bugs Bunny, because I'm going to tell you how to accomplish the new most important thing in all of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, as of 2 or 3 days ago, more than ever is this the most important thing to do. And what is it? I get asked about it all the time on stream, and everyone's like, APGAINS, how do I do this? How do I do this? What's the most efficient way to do this? And to be honest with you, it's just a meme. All right, so what is this new most important thing? The APGAINS is like, oh my god, you must do this. What is this? You're just debating me. You're just giving me a reach around for 36 seconds. Tell me now. That is getting 4 million GP. Now you might be like, yeah, bloating, APGAINS. I've played Galaxy of Heroes for 7 years, and I know in my old Galaxy of Heroes brain that bloating is bad. Bloating makes you inefficient. Well, no, it does not make you inefficient. It makes you smart. Bloating is now probably the most important thing for early and mid-game players, unequivocally. I don't know if I used that word right, but let's pretend that I did. Leave a comment on your thoughts on whether I used the word unequivocally correctly in that sentence. Why is getting 4 million GP the most important thing? You see here, I have 5.13 million galactic power after a little over 2.5 years of playing. I'm very proud that I am now officially a jumbo endgame 5 million GP super whale. 4 million GP is useful in many situations, and now much more than ever. The first and foremost reason why 4 million GP at a surface level is because you're allowed to do a hard mode conquest. Hard mode conquest gives you massively more rewards than normal or easy conquest. That is not even funny. You can get 1 crate in hard mode conquest, and I would honestly prefer if you did that than maxing out normal conquest. And don't even bother doing easy conquest at all. You get absolutely nothing. It's a complete waste of time. And if you're actively participating in easy conquest, you are wasting your time. So, why is hard conquest so important? Well, because Galaxy of Heroes seems to be shifting away from a GL meta in favor of a conquest meta. We haven't seen a new GL in a long time, and the new conquest character, Malgus, seems to be of GL caliber. Now, that being said, they could easily announce a surprise galactic legend in the near future. I obviously am not privy to the ideas of Capital Games, but it seems that conquest characters Malgus, Cat, Razor Crest, the Interceptor, Maul are incredibly important to your success in this game. But moreover, now that Datacrons are in the game, and I will withhold my judgment about Datacrons to keep my blood pressure as reasonably managed as possible. Datacrons now require you to do hard conquest to maximize the amount of these slicing material, like whatever these upgrade and reroll materials are going to be super important for Datacrons. You're going to get a lot more of those in hard conquest than you are in normal conquest. Now, obviously, you guys know my opinion on conquest. I don't think conquest should be gated with GP. I think if you want to go into hard conquest because you think you can do hard conquest in a meaningful way, you should be allowed to. I think the GP gate is a cheap BS tactic by Capital Games to get you to spend money. But what are some other ways that we can actually get to this 4 million GP mark? Because now we know why it's important. Why it's important is because you need it for a lot of stuff to help progress, to help be competitive, and do all this amazing stuff in the game. We talked about why it's important. Now, how do we do it? Well, there's going to be a couple of main answers. A lot of people will probably just tell you ships, right? Ships give you a massive amount of GP. Like, let's just take my Millennium Falcon, for instance. This ship by itself is 88,000 galactic power for just one ship. Now, ships are obviously a great way to get GP because the characters that are attached to them are oftentimes characters you want to relic. I don't know why. I was just circling Clone Sergeant. I was about to say the characters that you relic are oftentimes more important characters because they are ships while circling Clone Sergeant. Do not get it twisted. I do not in any way mean that Clone Sergeant is a good character. Let's do this, for instance. Oh, here we go. Okay. The characters that you relic for ships are oftentimes important characters that you want to relic anyway, and it makes their ships better. So you want to at least 7-star as many ships as possible. If you see any ship that has like this green bar right here, you want to at least activate that. Because just activating a ship, let's filter by power and find like my weakest activated ship. Lando's Millennium Falcon. At 2 stars with level 1 characters across the board, I get 1.2, like basically 2,000 GP. So what I want to do is I want to level 85. This is obvious. I'm making a point here. And what does that do? That doesn't do much. It gets me up to about 2,000, but you apply some abilities and you upgrade these characters and you get a lot of GP. That's not the best way to do it. A lot of people are like, this is the best way to do it. While you should 7-star all of your ships, not 7-star, you should at least unlock and maybe apply some upgrades here and there. I think the best thing to do is a lot of people just have characters sitting on their bench that are like so-and-so star, like Krennic right here. Either they're not unlocked yet or they're not starred up because people are like, oh, I don't want to waste credits. I don't want to waste credits. They're useful for mods and stuff like that. I think getting to 4 million GP is far more valuable than saving 250,000 credits to do a couple extra mod rerolls or whatever, right? Because of all the benefits you're going to get from that. So I would unlock and star up as many characters as humanly possible. If you have credits out the butt, I would start level 85ing characters as crazy as possible. I obviously don't need to do that because I have 5 million galactic power. But still, you should be absolutely whaling out. And whaling, I don't mean spending money. I mean you should just start whaling as in punching all of these little characters and get them leveled up. That being said, what do you do after that? That's not enough. I've done my ships. I've done my characters. They're 7 stars, level 1. What do? I don't want to waste a ton of credits getting them to level 85, which you should not. I don't want to gear them up because I have stuff more important to gear. What would I do? Well, what I would do is another problem that we have in the game is mod inventory management, which kind of sucks. So instead of fumbling around with that, I'd take a character that I have no intention of using. I would slap a level 50 on them, which will run you about 451,134 credits. Slap them up here. You're going to get a little bit of galactic power for every character, which will add up to a sizable chunk. But at level 50, we can start applying mods. Now, I want you to find all the mods that you plan on never using, right? We're going to sort by speed. What's a mod I never plan on using? Let's try this one. This one has no speed. It's a potency mod, but I don't imagine using this ever. So I'm going to start applying a bunch of no speed mods. Maybe I'll level 15 them, but you probably don't even need to. They're probably mods you've already sliced up, trying to see if they're speed rolls or not. Like, I probably was like, oh, let's roll this mod to see if we can get speed, and we didn't. So I'll just leave it at level 12. Maybe this speed is 3 speed, but yeah, it's crit chance, crit damage. These are actually useful. Assuming this has no speed. Oh, boom. There we go. All right. So let's maybe crit avoidance with no speed. Sure. Let's throw this on here. And then, I don't know, this mod has no speed. Was a waste. Could I sell it? Yeah. But also, I could just apply it. And now I've added 1,200 GP. If we count the 300 I took to level 50, we've added 1,500 GP per character for useless mods at a cost of, let's just say, 500,000 credits per character. Now, 500,000 credits adds up very quickly to many, many millions of credits, but in the grand scheme of being able to have easier access to datacrons, which are going to be massively important, and conquest characters who are going to be massively important, it's imperative that you do this. Let me know in the comment section if I used imperative right. I know I used the important imperative right. I'm just playing into the character of APGAINS. The character of APGAINS is dumb. Real life APGAINS is super dumb. I'll end this video with a little analogy, right? A little personal anecdote. I guess it won't be an analogy, it'll be more of an anecdote because I'm brain dead and don't speak English and don't know the difference between words. A character that I think is fantastic is my Relic 7 Commander Ahsoka Tano. She's not super fast, you know, she's decent, 339. It's not lightning fast. If she was 370, I'd be super excited, but whatever. I love this character. It took me 13 months to get her. It took me 12 to 13 months from the day she was first available in Conquest to the day that I finally got her. If I was in hard Conquest for the first part of that, it probably would have taken me 4 or 5 months to get Commander Ahsoka Tano. Because the difference between normal and hard Conquest is unimaginably substantial over the course of time. Even when she wasn't even in Conquest anymore and she was the secondary character, I still would have gotten more shards getting 2 or 3 crates on hard Conquest than I did when I did as much as I possibly could in normal Conquest, and she was the primary character. Characters like Cat, characters like Malgus, characters like the Interceptor and the Razor Crest on the ship side are the meta, and you need them. Please bloat to 4 million GP as fast as possible. These are probably your best strategies. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. Let's get 20,000 subscribers for Jumbo PP June. If we get 20,000 subscribers, I'll throw a pizza party. That sounds like fun. Like for Ballsack Bugs Bunny. As always, I love you, and I'll see you later.